Hello everyone, in this lecture we will discuss ratios and proportions. So first of all, what are ratios? Ratios are the way of comparing two or more quantities of the same type. They represent the basic relationship between two quantities. There are three ways of expressing a ratio. Let us discuss with the example. Example A is to B, or A upon B, or A to B. Ratios are denoted by this symbol, this column. Let us take a real life example to understand ratios. What are ratios? Suppose you are making a fruit juice for a party. The recipe requires that for every 3 liters of fruit juice, every 3 liter of fruit juice, it requires 1 liter of water. One liter of water. So, how will the ratio of 3 liter of fruit juice to the water? It will be denoted as 3 is to 1, or 3 by 1, or 3 to 1, where 3 is the fruit juice and 1 is water. There is one more point in ratio, and that is equivalent ratio. What does it mean? Two ratios like A and B, these are ratios A and B, and C and G. This is one ratio and this is second ratio. These are equivalent if A multiplied by D equals to B multiplied by C. It means the cross multiplication, A multiplied by D and C multiplied by B. It will be equivalent ratio. Now, the next one is proportions. What are proportions? Proportion is an equation that states that two ratios are equal. A proportion is an equation. First of all, a proportion is an equation. It means there will be equal mark. That states that two ratios are equal. It shows that two ratios or fractions are equivalent. It shows that two ratios or fractions are equivalent. For example, if A upon B equals to C upon D, it means that A upon B is a ratio and C upon D is a ratio, are equivalent, or A is to B equals to C is to D is equal, means equivalent. We can say that A, B, C, D are in proportion. This can be written as A is to B, is to, this sign is called as is to. So A is to B is proportion to C is to D with the symbol this. This is proportion and this is ratio. Let us take a simple example to understand this better. If the ratio of apples to orange is 2 is to 3, if apples to orange is 2 is to 3 and there are 4 apples and there must be 6 oranges for the ratios to be proportion. Apple to orange is 2 is to B, and if the apples are 4, then there must be 6 oranges. Why? Because this is multiplied by 2 and this will also be multiplied by 2, so it will become 6. So the proportion will be like 2 upon 3 equals to 4 upon 6. These will be equivalent to each other. Now let us solve one question to understand. The question is, in a classroom, the ratio of boys, the ratios of boys to girls is 3 is to 2. If there are 18 boys, there is a condition that if there are 18 boys in a classroom, then how many girls are there? How many girls are there? Let us solve. Given ratio क्या है? The given ratio is 3 is to 2, where 3 is boy and 2 is girl. Using the given ratio, this ratio 3 is to 2, we will calculate 3 by 2. It will become 3 by 2. And the next is, if there are 18 boys, how many girls are there? So the equation will be 18 by x. X we have to find this x, and x is the girls. Cross multiply करेंगे. 3 multiply by x and 2 multiply by 18. So x equals to 18 by 2 divided by 3. We will solve 18 by 2, 18 into 2, 36 divided by 3. This will be 1 and 2. 2. So there will be 12 girls in the classroom. So आज की वीडियो में बस इतना ही. मिलते हैं अपने नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. टिल देन टेक केयर. बाय बाय.